Hello everyone and welcome back to the back nine of round one of the 2021 Tim Selinske U.S. Masters powered by Innova. Conrad, we're back. Ace1 Productions bringing you this coverage here from Harmony Bends. Tell us about what's going on so far.
All right, so Harmony Bends, the front nine was interesting to say the least, but the teeth of the course come in on the back nine. So we're going to start out here on hole 10.
Taking a look again at our featured players.
We have Brad Schick here. Rating is 1011, coming in out of Ohio. We also have good old K-Mac Kevin McCoy, playing out of Sonoya, Georgia.
Sponsored by Innova.
The man, the myth, the legend, Dave Feldberg, also playing out of Georgia here with 1021 rating. Yeah, I see you too. And none other than the Flying Dutchman, the Dutch Napier, playing out of Kentucky for Prodigy Disc. We'll see on the front that Brad had 3 under, McCoy was at 4 as well as Dutch, and Feldberg is leading the bunch with 5 under through 9 holes.
Starting us off here on hole 10, we got a par 5 downhill coming in at 996 feet. Coming through that initial gap there and into what is usually some type of wind, which is hard to detect from up top. You want to land right around here if you can, to give yourself a low ceiling shot heading into a sandy green. This is really a 3-shot type of hole to get yourself a look for the birdie at 1,000 feet. Even with that elevation, you still need to execute the shots to give yourself a legitimate look for a birdie.
Sometimes the elevation can add to the problems rather than making it easier.
Dutch getting on one, turning it over out of that gap, finishing back in the middle.
That is picture perfect right there.
Good old trusty H1.
Brad taking this line that I didn't even consider, but obviously it's there.
Big forehand over the top.
Finding his way back to the middle of the fairway.
Dave lining up. Not sure what that blue disc is. I'm used to him throwing the green destroyer, but whatever it is, it's working out right in the middle.
And Kevin throwing something that just flips up and comes dead straight.
Beautiful.
Landing right there in the middle next to Dave. Brad decides to take the roller approach here.
Curling.
And
Stay out.
That will do.
Okay. That works.
This second shot is really hard with the low-hanging trees, really having to take a low line, but still having to, drive another 500-600 feet to the pin.
That was on a good line there. Just got clipped right at the end of its flight there. Robbed him of a good 40-50 feet probably with that skip.
Dave's taking the other hallway.
Oh, look at this. Shaping it beautifully.
Oh, nice move. Nice move on that.
Wow, that's a great shot there. He's going to be in position for a nice little chip up. Dutch was looking to the skies on this one. A giant hyzer up top. But he's going to come in a little early on the left-hand side there. He's going to be pinched off that shrubbery there to the left.
Brad with another forehand.
He's flirting with that low-hanging ceiling, but
gets into the sandy area. Hey, that's a putt.
Yep. Kevin's got a weird run up here. He's got to come in between these two trees to get to his actual spot.
Nice hyzer out there. Another sandy landing.
Long look
slightly
there.
Outside the circle.
Yeah, here's where Dutch ended up. You can see he's just pinched there on the left-hand side. Pumps the forehand out. Oh, man. He's got some speed on those forehands. They come out of his hands quick.
Huh, Dutch on the knee again.
It's becoming a recurring theme here at Harmony Bends for Dutch. Settle. He found the only hard patch of sand on that green. Everything else is just so fluffy except right there. Dave trying to hide from us behind the tree. Floaty Cenis on the way.
Yep, pin high.
10 feet, that'll do. Let's see if Kevin can ring one up here from circle 2.
Outside, just a little bit low.
He was complaining about the sand kind of giving under him. It's hard to get any kind of push or footing on that.
Yeah.
Oh, but Brad, nice putt. Let's see that one again. Running the 40-footer in the sand, heart of the chains, a thing of beauty.
Just cleaning up his par.
Dutch got far enough on the drive where he was able to minimize, even with a couple of bad shots, the damage on that hole and still walk away with the par. Nice clean birdie there for Dave. So Dave extends the lead a bit here heading into hole 11.
Hole 11 is another one that's playing slightly under par. This is a par 4.
It's like 590 something. It's a tough one to get to for sure.
It really is. You really have to do some shot shaping. This is 2-shot hole. There's no driving there off the tee.
Yeah, get to the landing area basically and then just try to funnel your way through the middle to get to the actual basket here. There are some left and right alleys, but really it's just one line you want to take. Brad
Is on that line.
If it comes back towards the middle, that's
perfect.
Very ideal.
From there, he should have at least two options to get to the pin.
Dave again with that mystery blue disc. I'll have to ask him about that. Oh, he likes that line too.
He's
Little
flirting with that.
sharper.
All right, he gets through. But he puts himself further to the left, which really only gives him one option to get to the pin.
Yeah, we'll probably have a turnover line from there.
Dutch taking a little bit higher.
A bit wider you want. Oh, that tree kicked him.
Ooh,
Where did that go?
That's going to be some weird footing there.
Oh, he's in a ditch by that tree.
Yeah, he basically in the tree.
Huh. Right up the gut there. So K-Mac going with the straighter approach, which can...
It's going to put him over further to the left than Dave. That may block him just a little bit.
So here's the hallway that Brad has with his drive, and this is really about where you want to be. Gives you a nice easy hyzer up.
Yep.
Which he's executing. Oh, get in. Ooh. Ooh. And that's why you want to land where Brad landed. Yeah, you can see Kevin having to do a step out flex forehand.
Oh my gosh, that's the skinniest tree.
You probably couldn't even see that from where he was. Dave here has that turnover we were talking about, and he shapes it nicely. He's just got to stay in the air. Oh, what touch.
Yes.
And there we see Dutch having to take that yet another knee out here.
But him on a knee in the forehand.
Look at his mastery. That
is deadly.
Came back in there with the Sasquatches trying to fight his way out.
He's looking for a line. I don't know if he actually found one.
I don't see one.
Oh, well, he found one.
Get out of here.
Look at that.
Tricky. Great job getting out of there.
You know it's called being crafty.
That is being crafty. Get
up.
up.
So close.
Last nub. That's a solid birdie by Dave there.
There you go, walking away with a par. Not too bad.
That's a working man's par right there. You had to use all kinds of facets of the game to secure a 4 on that one. Nice birdie there by Dutch. That forehand was a thing of beauty.
Yeah. I don't know how he generates the power that he needs from a knee like that. Just
look at his calves.
And to put him on.
Just that right calf just powering through.
He's not even using his calves. What does it mean?
Somehow he still transfers power for the Cavs.
So Dave extending that lead a little bit, going to 7 under.
All right, that brings us to hole 12, a par 3 coming in at 309 feet. One of the more gettable holes if you can throw something straight for 309 feet. One of the hardest shots in disc golf to accomplish. You're basically hitting this gap the entire way out. Once you make it past this last set of trees, then you can kind of deal with some drift, but as you can see on the right and left hand side, if you get off the fairway too much, your shot at birdie is pretty much negated. This little hilly green here can provide some rollaways, but it's not too dangerous as long as you're close enough to sink the putts. Dave with the eagle in hand.
And another textbook shot there right next to the pin. Best putt to have is not a putt at all.
Yeah, that's how you draw it up. Dutch going with a mid-range. A little low.
Dead straight, but a little low, yeah. Having to contend with that high ceiling maybe the reason to go to a faster disc just to get out there a little bit quicker than that.
Another beautiful line there.
Shot, yeah. Being at the base of that mound really shouldn't be a problem for these guys putting it in.
K-Mac flipping one up, but it's drifting left. It's made the initial gap.
It carried up there, though, so that's... He's still outside the circle, but at least it didn't get knocked further into the woods.
I just have to see how obstructed he is.
He has a little window, it looks like.
And little's the operative word there. Oh.
Just over it.
Slow down. Okay. Oh, we're going to see it? Are we going to see the Flying Dutchman? He's got the turbo in hand.
Let's see.
It's up. Oh.
I want to see it on slow-mo later.
So did we. Good putt there by Brad. Getting the birdie.
We're trying to clean up his par.
Oh. Touch too high. And that's why they call it the bogey band.
Is that why?
That's why. That exact reason right there. Touch cleaning up his par. And Dave will have a drop in for bird.
Pushing forward to 8 under.
He's starting to get that momentum really going there. He's now 3-stroke lead above Brad and Dutch.
Hole 13 is a par 4 playing at 591 feet. You want to get over this initial hazard area. It's easy to do from the tee, but you always have to worry about this little drift taking it to the left, depending on how you throw the angle. It's really tough to get around this tree here to get into the green area. There is a mando that you have to avoid, and that OB plays the entire length of the hole, so you're constantly worried about tossing it over.
Oh, that is yanked.
It's a little further right than you want, but it gets through everything.
Some world champ love there.
You might need to keep that blue one in there.
Yeah. Schick going with the low laser line, asking for it to get left. And she does.
Yeah, because if you get over on the right and you still have to make the mando, that just complicates things a little bit.
Yeah, it really pinches your angle.
But it's hard to trust your disc to get all the way over to the left without going OB.
Unless you're Dutch.
That's a nice turn.
Just a beautiful shot there. Nicely shaped.
Well, see, Dutch had the advantage of having 2 wind dummies in front of him.
Kevin, that's not turning. Sit.
Is it? Ooh.
Just inbounds.
Again, the left side is where you want to be to have a good approach, but flirting with that OB sometimes is not worth it. Makes the mando there. That thing is smoking.
Whoa. Smoked too much. He's gone out of bounds long left.
Yeah.
We did miss Kevin's shot. He is actually up by that bent tree up there, so he'll be throwing his third from there. This is now Dutch with his approach with a PA2. Hitting the tiny gap.
Look at this. Man, if Prodigy doesn't move some PO2s off this video, it's their fault.
Watch the front nine too to see he was just working magic with that disc
Dutch is
anytime.
doing the work with that disc.
I'm gonna have to try some PA2s myself.
I wonder what plastic they are. Ooh, that's kind of low.
Off the tree.
Nice.
You gotta be kidding me. He is getting all the good brakes on this one. But when he gets them, he cleans them up.
Yeah.
And there's K-Mac doing his third.
Should be a simple enough putt. Brad, after taking his OB stroke here,
Good.
puts it in for a par.
That one had some authority behind it. Dave here for birdie.
For birdie. Oh.
Melted all the way there. This hole in me, I just didn't want it. I want this hole.
Yeah, he threw a couple of bad shots there. He's talking about he didn't want it.
Yeah, well, I guess at this point he hasn't liked a single shot that he threw.
Yeah. He's got hopefully one more only. There we go.
I think he liked that one.
Yeah.
To get the hole over with.
Get a par. You honestly, you throw 3 not great shots at your standards.
Yeah.
And you still get a par.
Yeah.
It's not a terrible day. Dutch with a beautiful birdie. So Dutch and Brad getting one back.
Women are being featured in the magazine.
The women are out there, the pro women, so then it kind of motivates a lot of us amateurs to like go out there and not be afraid.
I would love to see more tournaments like this in the future for women's disc golf.
I want to see more women filling spots in a tournament than men. That'd be something to brag about.
Disc golf's legit and we're here to stay and we're gonna make names for ourselves.
Say yes to disc golf!
All right, hole 14, a tight technical par 3 coming in at 311 feet. The drone is showing you one possible course to the actual basket. There's a couple, none of them are great. They all take very unique and technical shots to get to the actual green. A forehand can come into play, a backhand roller can come into play, a long turnover can come into play. Quite a bit of different ways to get to it, but definitely a difficult hole to get the birdie on. Dutch lining up the forehand.
Ooh, that was close.
You gotta play it tight. That thing is stable.
And look at that roll.
No way! What a shot!
Man,
That is clean there. I think that was his PA2, not just kidding. Dave lining up the roller. That's his roller disc in hand.
oh, the one tree that you really have to beat.
And it wasn't even like the full tree. I think he just hit the root, which like kicked it into the tree.
Another forehand here.
Going up the middle.
Oh.
No. Yeah, low ceiling as well. Nobody's taken the far left line so far. And nobody will. K-Mac going inside, turning it right, back kick. That was drifting nicely.
Yeah. Just a little kiss off the tree.
Stayed in bounds though. Forgot to mention there is out of bounds on the right-hand side, which is can come into play as well. Whoa. Big turnover with a Selinske.
And par job.
Golly, what a shot. Long jumper there for Brad. Giving it an honest bid.
I'm just now noticing the OB that you're talking about that
K-Mac is flirting with over there.
yeah.
He hits a tree, rolls out though. We still have a look.
You have a look at the putt.
Probably not the length of putt you're hoping for par though on this hole.
Well, when you make them, it doesn't
Nice.
matter.
Yeah, nicely done. K-Mac's always had a great stroke, just confident. Puts it in the middle. Getting some love there for saving it. Dutch dropping in the birdie himself with a beautiful drive. And we'll have a couple of par saves here. Dutch getting another stroke back on Dave. We've got a ball game once again. It's a one-stroke game.
let's talk about hole 15. It's a par 4, 525 feet. First, you got to get out of the tunnel. Once you get out of the tunnel and get into the landing area, then you have to figure out how you're going to get up this hill. There is quite an elevation here. I want to say maybe 50 feet.
Probably so.
And the basket sits right there at the edge, so there is a potential for a rollaway if you don't get it to get up there and stay put.
Dutch going with that forehand again with a stable disc. Out in the open, but he may be pinched there. He might have gone a little further right than he wanted.
Yeah, I was wondering if there was a play from over there. Davies going straight up the middle.
Cheating. Definitely cheating, going right up the middle.
And landing right in the wide open. Yeah, that's not, it's uncalled for is what it is. Grab the
forehand roller?
Oh,
no,
what was that?
It got clipped and landed on an awkward angle. That is par at best. Came back right up the gut as well, a little low.
A little low, so that's going to leave him a little further out than he wanted to be. Going with another cut roller here.
Fighting over towards the right and curling back towards the middle.
Yeah.
That's going to be... He's got a pump left to get up that hill still.
It's around the tree, through the tree.
Throwing the force.
Oh, but not quite up the hill. Looks like it stayed on the hill, did not roll down.
Yeah, but that's a long look for your par. And an uphill one at that. K-Max slicing the hyzer. Beauty. Just needs to skip on up.
You got two options from there.
No.
It's either try to get to the top or way up at the bottom. You tried to get there, ended up at the bottom anyway. Dutch is throwing a...
He's going cut roller for position.
Oh, wow.
And just right
the
up
only
the
tree that could stop him.
He was looking at a tomahawk, but the line just wasn't there. Able to see
taking the
this?
stairs up to the Selinske, all right. And trying to put that in for sure.
He almost knifed it in there. Came back with a look for par.
Ends up just under the basket. That's fine.
Or was that for birdie?
I think that was for birdie.
For birdie, yeah.
That's been for par. That's a birdie for Dave.
Keeping it going. There's the par. Okay. I got Brad's and K-Max shots intertwined there.
Yeah.
There's Brad with bogey. Okay.
Yeah. And Dutch will be tapping in his par as well. Still trying to keep pace with Dave there.
Yeah, 9 down now. 7 down for Dutch. K-Max falling off the pace a bit here. But we move into hole 16, a very gettable par 3, coming in at 201 feet, straight uphill. Plays a little bit longer, but not too much longer. These guys have two options off the tee, either a hyzer up the right side or an ante up the left side, or forehand if you want to play that as well. But it's really just throw your putter or mid up the hill, have it check up by this basket, and give yourself a birdie look.
Say with the amount of incline that it is, it plays closer to 280, maybe 3. Maybe not quite 3.
No, not quite. I think all these guys are probably going putter here. Dave with a rock, proving me wrong immediately. He's throwing mid.
And throws it exactly pin high. Just
that's incredible. Oh, Dutch is gonna go forehand. He's going flexi forehand with that blue disc that he's been working magic with all round, and continues to put a spell on these baskets. Hyzer up the right side there for K-Max.
I want to say that was probably a rock.
That looks like a rock, yeah. These aren't just any rocks though. These guys are throwing like 8-time rocks. Oh, they're slicing and dicing this hole up. Beautiful shot there from Schick. K-Mac getting the birdie party started. I'm suspecting we're going to see a star frame here.
That would be a bet that I would take. With everyone being within 15 feet, basically.
Yeah. Dutch here. He also putts with PA2s. Dropping that one in. And there you go. That's exactly how you play that hole if you're the feature card.
Hole 17 is a par 4, 485 feet. You have two options off the tee. You can come straight up the gut the way that the drone is flying, or you could take a flex forehand on the left side. You just basically want to get into this area around here, either left or right side, so that you have a decent approach down to the basket. Getting down to the basket from the tee can be done, but I doubt that anyone would want to take that risk this early in the tournament to do it.
Oh, calling for it to miss it. Did not miss it.
Oh, that shot way over there to the left.
Dutch going full power turnover.
Puts a nice move on that.
Go.
Hit something that falls down. Okay.
He'll have a look down.
That's still
to
not
the pin.
bad. Still not bad.
I would have liked to have seen where that would have ended up. Came back with a strike.
A little bit lower line. Yeah.
Oh,
look at
go.
this.
Go.
The tree slowed it down too. Again, this is all the good landing area.
Yeah.
There's that forced
Big
flex
flexy.
forehand.
Go.
Comes out.
Hits. They all hit the same tree. Oh, but this one's getting legs towards the pin though.
Towards the pin or
Towards the hole?
towards the hole. I think it's in there.
Oh, just wow! Right by that covert.
He can't say he hold it off the tee. I mean, he can say that, but you know.
Dave totally faked me out there on that first pump fake. I thought he was going. Smacks his hand a little bit on the release and hits a tree coming out.
That was a tough line he was trying to use to get there.
Yeah.
So this is the basic shot. You end up in this area and just a pitch up.
Yep. Black PA2.
Good pace so you don't go by it. And
That's a little meat on that one, but Dutch has been putting them in from all over the course. That shouldn't be an issue. Dave, I'm assuming he's going to lay this up, give himself an easy three or par, I should
easy
say.
par, yeah. And that's exactly what he does.
Yep.
Pro tip, landing the mulch slows it down.
There you go. And there you see where Brad Schick's disc ended up. Inches from never seeing it again.
I wonder how long they would have looked for it if we didn't have a crew down there.
And he thought about running that for the eagle.
Yeah, he looked behind the pin and just thought just so it wasn't really worth it.
Yeah. Dutch. Yes, sir. Great birdie there.
K-Mac. Getting his birdie as well.
Yes, sir. Nicely done, boys. Dave and Brad with a little bit of work left. Easy birdie there. And Dave, the only one not taking the birdie on this one. A little surprising. Dave's on the verge of something here. He just has to play out hole 18.
Hole 18, yeah. Hole 18 is the teethiest of the holes on the course.
Definitely. It's a monster. It's a finishing hole unlike any we've seen in a while. Par 5 coming in at 870 feet. OB everywhere. Come down that first initial tunnel. You've got OB the entire length of the hole here as this river, creek, whatever it is, snakes around the entirety of the hole. You can play off to the right-hand side on your second shot and then try to cut across to the landing area here. There's also OB long of the hole. Just try to stay safe as much as you can. This hole just can punish you quickly. I would assume this is probably the hardest hole.
It is averaging nearly an entire stroke over par.
That's not surprising.
With so much OB in play the entire way out. Yes, not surprising at all.
Dutch pushing that one, just came out a little early and managed to fight through near hole 8. So he's going to be across the bridge there. What a beautiful shape to this shot here from McCoy. That is outstanding. He's going to have options that he probably doesn't want, because now you can try to get across on 2 if you really want to go for it, but you can also lay up to the right.
Yeah.
Brad going right up the middle, not messing around.
I think he's too far to actually go for the green into, but that other landing area before the green.
Oh, true. Yeah, there is a small peninsula there. Dave going right with a stalker.
That is, dang, okay.
Okay, not
He
the
could have
worst
hit a
position.
tree and ended up a little bit worse than that, but
Yeah.
he managed to fight through a lot and get a ways up there.
So you can see Dutch over here near hole 8's tee pad. Going big forehand. Cut down in the prime of its life.
The ditch, not the tree.
Right. Brad here after a nice drive. Has a forehand. Looks a little high.
I think that's high on purpose.
Okay, it cuts through. Yeah, you want to definitely not flirt with that OB
Yeah.
on the left. So get to this high, let the stability bring it on over. Dave turning one over to the right side as well. Again, you just do not want to mess with that OB.
Yeah, because all it takes is a little kiss from the tree and then you're back to where you just were.
McCoy up the gut. High-speed driver.
I think he's going for the little peninsula area and...
That needs to check.
Stop,
That needs to stop.
stop.
Yeah! The OB flag becomes the NB flag. I don't know what to... What a save. That's great. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a great landing area there, because there you have a clear forehand
Mm-hmm.
to get to the green. Dave's got Obama in the hand. That means it's going left.
Whoa. Stay.
Get out of here. He's going to sit on that.
He's on the peninsula.
He sits there safely.
As hard as that hit, he could have easily ended up OB. Brad going with another high forehand.
He's on the green.
Well, yeah, he's on the green.
All right, so Dutch, looks like he's going
You
for
can
the
see the
turnover.
little alley, yeah.
Oh no!
That's low.
Oh,
And that is right into the OB.
yeah.
Dave with a chip up Cenis. Easy work.
Quinn making the most out of his flag save.
That was an eagle bid there. Another Flying Dutchman coming?
I don't think he can fly from the cliff.
Oh,
Had the right line on
bid.
it.
I'd like to see him and Johnny go turbo for turbo on some shots.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Nice long putt there for birdie. Nicely done by Brad Schick.
I did it the old-fashioned way, you know.
Dave's got this left to clean up his par.
And there it is.
He has done it. That is a
His new course record.
course record at Harmony Bends from the Blues. Congratulations, Dave Feldberg. 10 down on this track is no easy feat. Beautiful birdie there from McCoy.
And Dutch is going to drop off by 2 with that double.
So there you see, after round 1, Dave Feldberg, the outright leader at 10 down. Dutch Napier and Brad Schick at 7 down, and Kevin McCoy coming in 6 down. So joining us on the next lead card will be Jeff Bennett, along with 3 of the 4 that you just saw here.
Yeah, we got a 3-way tie for second place.
Big thank you to everybody for watching. Check out our Patreon at patreon.com/AceRunPro to help support more coverage like this. Of course, head on over to the PDGA. Check them out on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Check us out too at Ace Run Pro. We out there. Hope you guys enjoyed round 1 of Selinske U.S. Masters. We will be back Round 2. From the DAM course. DAM course.
Damn.